appearance or the expertise or the trustworthiness of the speaker. Finally, pathos is when you make an argument by appealing to emotion. So things like feelings or values or words, stories, or images that evoke fear, pity, anger, all these emotions have to do with pathos. And in fact, the word path, it means feelings, like sympathy or empathy. Now, I'm sure that you can identify these three types of appeal. Match each argument to its type of rhetorical appeal.
Special cameo by H2O Clear.
Next, you'll learn how to analyze Roosevelt's Four Freedoms speech for rhetorical appeals. An author uses rhetorical appeals for a certain effect on the audience. That effect can be to convince them to support a cause or to vote for a candidate. Now, to draw a conclusion about that desired effect, to figure out what that effect is, here are things that we need to consider. First, the purpose. Why is the speaker delivering the address, the speech? Second, the audience who is listening. Third, the rhetorical appeals. Remember those three categories of logos, pathos, and ethos. And if you combine those three things together, you get the effect, that desired effect. Let's look together at an example from the beginning of the Four Freedoms speech. Roosevelt uses here all three types of rhetorical appeals. Remember that his purpose is to get the American public and Congress to support Great Britain in the war efforts, and he's addressing Congress and also addressing the American people. That's the audience. Now, as I read this, try to locate those three rhetorical appeals. Find out where they are. I have called for personal sacrifice. I am assured of the willingness of almost all Americans to respond to that call. Well, already here we have a very strong example of pathos. This is an appeal to emotion. This is when he talks about personal sacrifice. Well, sacrificing for your country is a noble act. So he's appealing to the sense that people have of wanting to be noble. Also when he says, I am assured of the willingness of almost all Americans. So he's essentially saying, I trust you, I know that you are willing. So as listeners, we don't want to disappoint you. To take part in the war. Now, you're going to analyze rhetorical appeals in the next part of the speech.